You're like us, we like to travel, but it's difficult. So how do you leave the homestead when you got a huge T-Rex sized dog? You got to do a few things to make it easy for the person that's watching them. And our little petite G-Mama is going to watch our tank while we're gone. So I don't want her to have to go into the pen. We're going to do a little outdoor. Well, here's the idea. I had this laying around. It's already capped off. So what I'm going to do, cut this, attach this, cut this, add this, take this, cut a hole in that. So I'll put this on the inside. I'll put this on the outside. Take the lid off, dump your food in. Milo gets fed. You never have to see him. Make sense? No? Playing around with some fittings. I got this stuck. Just kidding. Because this is already cemented on and I need a cap, I'm going to use it. This lip is a 1/4 inch. I got some 1/4 inch scrap. I'm going to use it on my chop saw just so it doesn't sit at an angle like this. If I don't, you can't really see it, but it's going to sit at an angle and I'm going to have an angle cut. I just want it nice and crisp and clean. I don't have much 4-inch pipe, so I'm going to use every little bit of it I can. There's a lip in here. It's 1 7/8 down. So I'm just going to go make my cut at 1 7/8. That way this lip will be flush with this. No chance of water getting in there. You don't want water in dog food. Subscribe for more tips. Again, this only purpose of this is to keep it level because I don't want to angle cut. Tight against the fence. There's my mark. Here we go. I decided once I cut it, I didn't want it to get all wanky at the end and it could break and move. So I'm going to put my spacers on both sides. That way it's not going to want to tip. If I did that right, and I'm not going to cement it in, I could have cut more off. I just need it to set on there, and I want to be able to take it off. I'm probably going to sand around this just to take a little bit off so it sits in there better. I don't, sometimes it'll just stick on its own. I don't want that. I'm going to try to sand it and see if that does anything. So the idea was to take just a little bit off so it sits in there, pulls out better, and it's kind of rough from the sandpaper. We'll see. This is all a theory. Yeah, it didn't make much of a difference at all. A little bit. Oh yeah. I think I might sand it more, but let's keep moving. I've got my top. This is gonna go like this. So I need to go right about here. I don't need much of a chute, just something that they can lift off and dump the food in. Because I don't have the lip anymore. I don't need my spacers. So my original thought was this on the outside. I was going to cut a hole, have this on the inside, and then cut it out like a trough. So the food just comes in there and he eats in there. I'm just afraid he's got such a big mouth, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to cut probably that much, 6 inches or so. Not rocket science. Inksall. Love this guy. Love you, buddy. I'm just going to trace. Plumbing, this is referred to as. Okay, I could probably just cut that with a hoobly-da thingamabob. Could probably just cut that with a utility knife, but I get my hands so beat up, I don't want to risk it. I'm going to use something way bigger. The problem is you got to have a hole. Dancy kind of day. I'm going to use a utility knife. See how easy this is to cut. Oh, just kidding. Seriously. Just need something to put your blade in. And watch your fingers. This is going to bounce all over the place, drive me crazy. But it's a little bit like a warning signal. Oh man, let's see how we did. It's like putting those Easter eggs together. Exactly like the Easter egg. Yeah, buddy. So this will be on the outside of the fence. This will be on the inside. And it can be easily removed. Hopefully he might chew on it. But I could put a screw in the bottom to hold it in place. We'll see if he wants to play with it or not. But then the idea is you just come outside, dump a cup of food in. Pretty cool. Tooting my own horn, but it is pretty sweet. This is going to be under the roof inside his house, so you don't have to worry about rain. This is going to be, it'll be under the overhang. But still, it's good to have it capped because, again, I don't want water to flow. Just want food. So I'm just going to use this strap on the outside of his house. Put a couple screws in. I got to go cut a hole in his house. There's the tank. Hey, you big lug. Said he's just a polar bear. Oh, did you bring over the other pieces? I got to cut a hole. Hey, pal. Kind of like that. But I got to cut the metal first. Don't eat the bucket. Sorry, buddy. How could you be afraid? You're so humongo. He just, if you get me, I'm dead. Did I get you? Should have brought you a rawhide. Answer in the comments if you know what that's from. Sorry, buddy. Scaring you? More loud. This is tricky. All right?
That was really scary.
No, Milo, no. Hi, buddy. Oh, sorry, bud. He's backing up like, what the heck? I'm watching a dog and trying to make a cut. don't even really need to strap it. I might need a bigger strap. Hello in there. All right, let's see if the bucket fits. I just kind of eyeballed this distance. Need to cut this one back here. Somebody to cut their esophagus on it. Hey, big man. How's my buddy? Oh, man, look at that. What do you think, big lug? Here's our first test, Milo. Here comes your food, buddy. Hey, bud. That's awesome. What do you think, bud? What do you think? What? There's your food. Oh, man. No. Hey. You have to screw that down, bud. We'll do that. Yeah. Can't pull it off the wall. And then we'll put one in the bottom. How about that? Big lug. Ah, what do you think of them apples? Not polar bear proof, but it'll give you a hard time. Oh, where's your belly? Can I get your belly? Sometimes when you're sleepy like this, I can wrestle you a little bit. Oh. Oh, where's your belly? Put the red rocket away, bud. Good job. Oh, did I find your belly? Let me get it. Let me get it from over here. Oh, look at that. I got all 9 feet. Oh, he's a good boy. You're dirty. We need a big rainstorm, teddy bear. Here, I'm going to lay next to him if I can to see how big he is. Whoa. No, hey, you're okay. Whoa. I can't control him. You're too big. You're a good boy. Oh, he wants to play with his bucket. Who's a good boy?
Guys.